lot of people are freaking out that we have topped, that Bitcoin has topped, and they have some data backing their claims that Bitcoin may have topped. I'm going to give you my take on that, plus some kind of bad news for Bitcoin maximalists. I'm going to cover that near the end as well. But first, we have the head of the Czech Republic Central Bank reveals proposal to buy up to $7 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, as I've been saying in the past, that the one thing that I said that would be good from Trump's cabinet members being pro-Bitcoin is that other countries would essentially freak out and go, oh my gosh, we need to hop on the Bitcoin bandwagon. So it is making the rest of the world more pro-Bitcoin, and that is a good thing. That will hopefully allow their citizens to easily partake in Bitcoin, especially when you go over to places like Pakistan or other places that are very difficult to buy Bitcoin. Hopefully those central banks kind of hop in on it too, because it is really hard. Like, for instance, I do charity work over in Pakistan, and it's very difficult for me to send them any money. I have to use Western Union. It would be really nice if I could just send Bitcoin. But with all that said, the most important thing to pay attention to is the interest of protecting self-custody. We need to focus on that. Okay, that is the main thing, okay? Because otherwise, without that, Bitcoin's nothing, crypto's nothing. And that is the true definition of being crypto friendly. I think we can all agree with that. Okay, Dogecoin. Bitwise files for spot Dogecoin ETF. Why not? Because once Trump came out with Trump and his wife came out with her coin, you know what? I mean, it's up for grabs. So yeah, expect a lot more of these to come down the pike. Also, Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse, WEF fanatic, says he discussed with President Trump making XRP a strategic reserve asset for the US. He stressed that the US reserves could include a variety of cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin, to support American crypto companies. And of course he's going to want to do that. I mean, he's the CEO of Ripple. So yeah, expect way more of this. People are going to definitely want to meet up with people and to get onto the Bitcoin reserves. When Trump came out with Trump, this is what's going to happen. And so it's kind of sad for Bitcoin maxis because, you know what, it's not just going to be Bitcoin. That's almost a guarantee at this point. Okay, so now Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is saving the US government $1 billion a day. Now, I personally don't believe this. I'd love to see the actual facts of how they break that down because it's government. I'm sorry, guys. I don't believe it, you know, unless I get to see it, okay? I saw a U.S. debt clock have a Doge thing that said it saved the U.S. $30 billion. I don't know how they came up with that, and it just made me laugh a little bit. But if it is true, it just goes to show how irresponsible the US government's ability to handle any money is. Like, wow, that they could already save $30 billion. I mean, what a wasteful country. Seriously, I mean, unbelievable. Congratulations if this is true. But you know what is 30 billion? That would be like, you know, a couple hours worth of the Federal Reserve printing, who knows. But call me when it's 30 trillion, then I'm gonna be paying attention. Okay, Binance is under investigation for money laundering, tax fraud, and drug trafficking, according to Reuters. You know what? I hear this, huh? Yeah, okay, Heidi's just saying drug trafficking. Who knows if this is even true? Like, whatever. I'm still bullish on Binance. Yeah, whatever. That's just something to pay attention to if you want to know. I might cover a little bit deeper if more stuff comes out of that. And Binance already ran the gauntlet in the US, but this is France. So France is much different. We'll see what they can come up with. All right. Arthur Hayes says Bitcoin is going to $250,000 this year. It's interesting because he is quite right sometimes, and he's somebody to pay attention to for sure. He is an OG in this space. I would take his, you know, price prediction over Sailors, over freaking most people's, okay? So this guy, you know, he's been around this space for a very long time. I think he's probably in line with that. Potentially. It's a little above my thoughts on this, but if you want to know my thoughts, learningcrypto.com. Check it out. Okay, this is Bitcoin Archive. Every bull market topped within 330 days of breaking the previous all-time highs. So this is for people that are maybe scared that we have topped. We are now 318 days past breaking the 2021 cycle top. How much longer? So check out this graph. Here you go. So here's my thoughts on this. I don't think we're like 2 weeks away from topping, okay? And there is a reason for that. It's because this is my fourth bull market. I know I keep saying that, but every single bull market that I experience, like I'm getting nonstop calls from people that I've haven't heard from for like 20 years, all right? Like, just call me out of the blue. Obviously, just using me for my brain. They didn't care to like have a relationship beforehand, but you know, whatever. That's what to expect. And also, if you go on to mainstream news, mainstream media, you know what? They're the worst. Anytime they're like really pushing an agenda, it's pretty much over. You know, especially if Jim Cramer ever says something positive about anything, it's probably over for that as well. But here's the thing, like you're gonna have to check out Coinbase app being #1 in the App Store. You know, you're gonna have the coin experts on CNBC. So they bring on their experts that show you, oh, this is a coin to look out for. And then they do their little analysis. Guys, these guys know nothing about crypto, first off. And so the masses are going to be the exit liquidity for the people that are putting on these shows. This is how mainstream media financial channels work. There's an agenda behind all of that. That's another story as well. But, okay, moving on to a little more positive news. I don't know if this is actually positive news, but Trump Media and Technology Group announced the launch of TruthFi, expanding into fintech with $250 million in investments, including ETFs and crypto, not just Bitcoin. Yeah, this is what's going to be new in this space is that, you know, President is going to be talking much more about other coins as well, not just Bitcoin. For the maxis out there, I'm sorry, you know, it kind of sucks for you guys, but this is the way things are going to be going. I expect Ripple, I expect Trump coin, I expect Solana and all these other coins to probably be part of the Bitcoin reserve. I mean, would you be surprised? I'm not going to be surprised at all. So you let me know what you think, what type of coins you think are going to be listed on this reserve. Going to be really interesting. A very weird bull market. I think it is a very different bull market, definitely different bull market than we've experienced before. I mean, not only have we hit all-time highs before the halving, but also, you know, we went below the prior all-time high this last bear market as well. So that is very different, but there's going to be many more different things happening. But anyways, if you want to follow us at alertingcrypto.com, you're going to see our thoughts on the market, when we're buying, when we're selling. Yes, we're going to be selling to the masses, okay? So if you don't want to be part of the people that are going to be losing money, check out alertingcrypto.com. Talk to you soon.